How bad were the numbers?
At least a 10% drop for the big four. So we are still seeing some growth. I think if you measure it sort of over a longer term time span, but if you compare it to what they did manage to turn in terms of profits first half of last year, it was at least a double-digit drop there, as you can see here on your screens. And this doesn't come as a complete surprise, obviously, because as early as Feb, when China was hit and they shut down pretty much large parts of their of the country, banks at that point back in Feb were already called to help provide and extend cheap funding to keep as much of the economy afloat. And perhaps this is why we're seeing that recovery in China take place right now, the collateral damage, if you will. Loan loss provisions, 400 billion renminbi across the big four, obviously divvied up, in different ways. On average, about 100 billion, of course, that turns out. Now, this takes us into sort of, what the full year looks like. So Citi has a 13% drop overall for the full year. Jefferies sees it worst case 20 to 25% for the full year. And sort of this statistic then takes you into what Moody's is saying, is that if you assume the economy still grows roughly at about 2%, then profit pressure should continue to be in place for the second half of this year, as obviously you get a lot more loan loss provisions come into place.